So a whole ton of info just came out from Mario Kart 8, including a new trailer and a bunch of gameplay videos from outlets such as ourselves. Okay, so you know where this is going, but this time our analysis is going to be a little bit different. And well, shorter than usual. Because there are so many courses, it would take me forever to cover them all. So in this analysis, we're going to focus mostly on the bigger gameplay related features that you might not have noticed. But don't worry, we're still GameXplain after all, so we'll be following this up with individual videos breaking down each of the new courses over the coming weeks, pointing out shortcuts, alternate routes, and smaller details you might have missed in each of them. Oh, and please make sure to check out our brand new video preview if you haven't already, as we've already covered a lot of the new stuff there. And with that out of the way, let's kickstart that analysis machine and see what secrets it can find. Okay, so during our recent playtime with the game, we were able to try out 3 new items, being coins, which gives you 2 coins, a potted Piranha Plant that violently snaps at anyone that gets close while giving you a speed boost in the process, and a boomerang that you can throw 3 times to take out faraway enemies, even on its return trip. Now both the Piranha Plant and boomerang also introduce a new feature, and that's the addition of a meter to the item box. In the case of the boomerang, it shows exactly how many throws you have left, whereas the Piranha Plant is based on time. And you might want to keep your eye on it, because each time the Piranha Plant lunges out, it takes a bite out of the amount of time remaining. And by the way, did you notice that the Piranha Plant even has little wheels on his pot? You know, despite being a vicious man-eating monster, it's pretty adorable. Now, although those 3 are the only new items Nintendo's officially unveiled, it seems they may not be the only new ones here. Because, if we slow down the item reel in this scene, we can see a couple more. The first one's a bit mysterious, because though it resembles a box from Super Mario 3D World, which in that game your character will wear on their head, this one seems to be a brand new variant, with what might be a speaker or some kind of launcher on the front of it. What could that be about? We can only guess. If you run with the speaker idea, maybe it'll send out a shockwave knocking nearby enemies away. Or maybe it'll shoot some kind of projectile. I'm really just spitballing here. And speaking of which, I do have one more idea. That speaker-like thing on the block does kind of resemble the star cursor in Mario Galaxy that you'd use to blow bubbles around with. What if you can do the same thing with this new item, blowing things away that might be in your way, such as banana peels or even opponents? Or maybe it'll work in reverse and actually suck things up, perhaps letting you collect an opponent's item, making it your own instead. Again, who knows, but it certainly looks pretty different from anything we've seen before. Now thankfully, we think we have a much better grasp on the second item, being in number 8, because Mario Kart 7 had a very similar item, being the Lucky 7, which gave you a collection of 7 different items that orbited your cart, which you could then launch one at a time. Only this time we're guessing it's going to be 8 instead, but what would they call it? I mean, I guess it could go with Lucky 8. And based on how it worked in Mario Kart 7, we'd guess it'll appear for racers in 5th place or lower. And while we're here, did you notice a cool distortion effect as the items scroll by the glass window? That's pretty cool. Now besides the items, we also learned about a ton of new returning retro tracks, like Cheep Cheep Beach, Donut Plains 3, Moo Moo Meadows, Royal Raceway, and Toad's Turnpike. But as it turns out, we may know about even more upcoming retro tracks that haven't been shown off yet. And for that, let's take a look at some new footage from our favorite spoiler-filled course, Sunshine Airport. Now, as you may recall, the airline signboards here had previously revealed quite a few upcoming courses before they were officially announced, and it looks like Sunshine Airport's coming through once again, revealing 2 more. So if we zoom in here, we can see 2 destinations that you might recognize. Yoshi Valley and Sherbert Land, both of which first appeared in Mario Kart 64. Now since we already know what the first 8 retro courses are, this means both of them will have to appear in either the Leaf or Lightning retro cups. But really, I just can't wait to see what anti-gravity mechanics Yoshi Valley might have in store. Okay, now we've long known the Stunts would be back, and as you may have noticed, each character has an assortment of them, where they'll either strike a pose or flip the car around. But did you know these aren't actually random? Unlike previous Mario Kart games, you can actually choose what kind of stunt you want to do simply by holding the control stick in a particular direction while performing it. So left or right will have the cart spin in that direction, while forward or back will have it perform a somersault in that direction. It doesn't have any practical effect, but it is a nice touch. And speaking of little touches, let's take a look at this Metal Mario clip. Now listen closely to what Metal Mario says as he passes the finish line. That's weird. He just said Mia Mama, instead of Mario's usual Mamma Mia. Yeah, it looks like they're even giving Metal Mario a little more personality this time around. Finally, if we take a look at Mario Kart Stadium, we can see a banner advertising a golden wheel. And this is actually a reference to Mario Kart Wii, where you could get a gold wheel icon above your character's head by playing with just the Wii remote for the majority of the game. And this could also mean that a similar mechanic might be returning here as well, though we'd guess they'd extend it to the gamepad's optional motion controls as well, instead of forcing you to use a Wii remote. Alright, and that wraps it up for our Mario Kart 8 analysis. Yeah, I told you it'd be a bit shorter, by our standards at least. But remember, we'll be covering a lot more about each of the tracks very soon. And there's quite a few hidden details there, so make sure to stay tuned for those. And don't forget to check out our new Mario Kart 8 preview if you want even more. Thanks for watching, and make sure to keep an eye on GameXplain.com for more on Mario Kart 8 and other things gaming too.